Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over. So yeah, this is our first guest of the day. Tell him your name.
Sean Briggs. What's up, gentlemen, ladies?
And the funniest shit is that I took him back the way I know him from.
Oh my lord.
So if anybody who really knows me know I got roots in Staten Island and shit. So I know his whole family and shit. So shout out to his whole family. He ain't gonna blow them up, put their name out there and all that. But they all look exactly the fuck alike. I don't know who
They call us the Jacksons when we go.
Word. I don't know who if y'all look like y'all mother or father, but somebody got y'all whole genetic on lock and shit. Yeah. What's going on though?
What's good, baby? I'm good.
Let's just jump right into it. Your shirt say Hitler.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you put the video on YouTube. And they was flagging your video, right?
Yo, like crazy. Yeah.
Did they not understand that it was what did they think it was?
Well, first off, they thought it was just straight up like Hitler. Okay. I'm like, you know, you see the dots in between the letters, like
it's an acronym.
It's an acronym. Yeah. And then I had the acronym underneath, but a lot of people just still wanted to hate, you know. And at first, it was crazy because people of color was actually the ones hating the most.
Yeah.
And I expected the other way. I said, I'm gonna get an onslaught of like Jewish hate, which I've gotten, you know, for the most part now, you know. But dudes was I'm like hold up,
do this with the shirt. Yeah. So are those available for purchase?
These are available for SeanBreed.com.
Okay.
They're available. Yeah, I mean the whole idea behind this was, you know, it was actually just to bring light. A lot of times, sometimes you can't just, you know, hate is taught, love ends racism. You put that on the album, it's like, all right, next. You know what I mean?
Say it again. What the acronym mean?
Hate is taught, love ends racism.
Okay.
And you know, I did this way before, and that's why I was going berserk on Twitter for a little bit, because I was like, you know, now all these people want to, you know, do the Mike Brown song.
Everybody want to be conscious.
Yeah, and it's cool. All right, we'll take whatever we could get, but you know, this is not something that comes to mind. It's always on my mind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like
a fad.
Exactly. It's not a fad.
It's not a hashtag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did this before the Mike Brown situation or whatever, you know, because it's a problem that I think that we have. You know, even more now, the tension. I mean, white people, like, you could feel the tension.
Yeah.
They don't like us, and a lot of us don't like them. Like, even more now, I think it's more. It's more. He said, "Right on, right."
Exactly, you know. Let me ask you something. You also live in Staten Island.
I lived.
You lived.
Yeah.
Let people know how pre-Wu-Tang, that shit was really racist out there.
It was crazy, and I went to I went to the same school as Wu-Tang, high school. It was we called them at that time, you know, the Guidos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Italians that you know, they did not. We can curse.
Yeah, hell yeah, they did not
fuck with us at all.
Yeah.
And there was fights on the 103. Soon as it passed, you know, Park Hill and Stapleton, and they got on. I mean, and it was a serious situation. You know what I mean? So, in Staten Island, you know, for those that don't know, it's there's really no middle ground. You know, I came from, you know, as you know, New Brighton, 456 Richmond Terrace, you know, and
one of the worst fucking places.
One of the worst, and I was there in the crack era. I mean, shit, that was Beirut.
Shout out to Jersey Street.
Yeah, true indeed.
Yeah.
You know, and it was I didn't know no others. You know what I mean? The only thing I knew is when seeing white people was when I went to the Staten Island Mall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because where that part of Staten Island, there was no white people, and if it was, they were real wiggers, like poor. They were poor white people.
Exactly.
There was no middle class. If you went up the hill a little bit, you might have seen them in the houses. But Richmond Terrace, was that whole area was fucking crazy.
And it fucked my whole mind up when right on Richmond Terrace. I don't know if you remember, Madonna did her Papa Don't Preach video. Right across. And I'm like, oh shit, Madonna's in the hood. But you know, they needed that. But it's changing now. So
and you was actually there before they built the Jersey Street houses.
Which ones?
The ones on Jersey Street, them little townhouses.
Oh,
because they wasn't there at one point. Yeah, a lot of people don't. That. And them motherfuckers is crazy over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
They crazy. Yeah. So musically, where could they hear some of your music? Where could they get up with you on the social network?
I know it sounds cliche, but Sean Breed, just
Okay.
Google it. You're gonna see everything come up. You know, and I just want to make this clear. This wasn't an attack on the Jews. You know,
Okay.
a lot of people. I had Roseanne Barr tweet me the other day. She called me a piece of shit. You
Hey,
know,
that's
it was
good.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Don Sterling.
yeah, shout out. Yeah, I did a piece on him. But he, you know, and she called me that, and I'm like, well, like, you know, what's this onslaught, especially from the Jews? They're like, oh, you don't speak that name. You don't even speak. I don't speak that name. Well, we all know that the Jews run the record industry.
Yeah.
So we can say nigga, bitch, hoe, fuck this, all that, all day. Yeah, cool. You know what I mean? We'll promote that, and then I say something that's not even in relation to Adolf Hitler. You know what I mean? Shout out to Adolf. And Adolf is misunderstood, but that's another story.
Yeah.
There's a misunderstanding right there.
So you are you expecting to be blackballed? Are you expecting it? Do you
I
think
don't
that?
care.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
So for the people that's hearing you, seeing you for the first time, they say,
Yeah.
"Damn!" Because I remember when I saw it on Star and Buck Wild,
Yeah.
Shot 97,
Yeah.
and I was like, Sean Breed, Hitler. I was like,
What the
and he
fuck is
black?
he on?
What the fuck is wrong
what
with
is
him?
this? Yeah.
But then when I finally looked at it, and Star was like, "Yo, look into it. You know, could you get it on Forbes?" When I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, I understand."
You understand.
Do you think people just take things from the surface without digging into it?
Yeah, for the most part, I think that I got a lot of DMs,
Okay.
and that's what really fucked me up from certain people and celebrities, certain just private. Yo, I'm feeling that. I'm like, all right, then make it public.
They're never gonna say it.
They never make it. Yeah, and I understand that certain people have this, you know, this clean, you know, image that they have to live up to.
They don't want to upset master.
They don't want to upset master, and that's the whole thing. And there's a lot of artists that's, you know, rap artists relevant today that I just don't. I'm anti the whole fucking Hollywood celebrity thing.
Yeah,
I'm anti that. I'm anti that bullshit. These motherfuckers are the same ones as far as artists that if you were to say to the field niggas, and most of them are house niggas, you know, we're gonna let the field niggas inside so they can get a good night's sleep and food. They'll be like, well, master, we ain't got enough food. We ain't got enough.
Yeah.
We ain't got nowhere to. They ain't got nowhere to sleep. Don't let them in.
They gonna fuck it up.
They want
for the good,
exactly. You know what I mean? And we have a lot of that in the music business with other artists. You know what I mean? They always preach. Yeah, you know, I want everybody to eat. I want No, you really don't.
Yeah.
You really don't. You really don't.
Are the fans fooled by some of the artists that they believe are for the people, are really the fucking gatekeepers of the fuck shit?
Yeah. And I'll come right out with it. You know, Talib. You know what I mean? I respect the brother. I respected him. You know, especially as far as music, because I know how to separate the music from the man. You know, but you know, just it's almost like somebody tweeting me saying stop domestic violence or emailing me. That is something worthy of pushing forward no matter what. Forget ego, bullshit, or whatever. It's wrong. Domestic violence is not cool. So you shouldn't analyze it and say, well, should I give this light? Maybe so, maybe. Fuck that, nigga. Push it forward.
So Talib, you had an exchange with him?
I had an exchange with him, and it was a little ugly, and you know what I mean.
Over the Hitler thing?
Yeah, his basic thing was, yo, I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do your thing. You know what I mean? Like, what do you? I said, my nigga, you know what I mean? This is worthy of pushing this issue that we have forward. You know what I mean? And I have respect for him, and as a man, I guess I still do, but I think he's a house nigga. I think he wants that lane.
Wow.
And anybody crossing over to that lane, it's like, I don't want you in that. It's almost like the high school fucking theory. You know what I mean? We cool until you come in with the same sneakers as me.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stay over on that side. You know
Instead
what I mean?
of joining and having comrades.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them like that.
Well, I mean, a lot of these dudes, you know, I've been calling all these niggas out.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they all agents. I'm gonna be honest with you. They all agents. They all put on this face and say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then they go, they fuck all the, most of these black power rappers fuck a abundance of white women.
Very true.
And they marry white women and shit like that.
Very true.
And to each his own for whatever you do. But don't be preaching that shit about sisters and all that shit, and you selling your own sisters.
There
out.
you go.
You know, that's what I believe. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and that's me. I can stand on that on my own, but that's a lot of them.
Yeah, a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm saying? A lot of them play this shit because it's a market.
Yeah.
But the minute masters say, all right, you fucking up, you're getting a little too crazy, you notice all of them started backing off from having political stances now.
There you go.
Because where is the BDPs? Where is the X-Clans? Where is this? None of that.
Public Enemy. And I converse with via Twitter and email Chuck D a lot. And you know, he understands the cause, obviously. And I ask that question. I'm like, there's fight the power, can't trust it. I mean, one of my favorite songs. You know, there's no way on God's earth, green earth, that would be played on any radio platform, terrestrial radio, today.
Why do you think? I know why, but why do you think cooning is rewarded these days? So a lot of these niggas is cooning.
I would say most. You know, for a check, and you know, I just think that it's you know. It's what's in. It's what pays the bills for a lot of these artists.
So why are the people buying into it?
That's a good question. I mean, I think I'm giving people more intelligence than they deserve.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are blindsided by it. I see remarks that they say and standing up for artists who wouldn't stand up for you, like and
walk right past you.
Walk right past. Like. That's why I said, you know, and I hashtag no Hollywood on a lot of my stuff. Hashtag no Hollywood. It's bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. I've seen it behind the scenes.
ForbesDVD.com